Craftsman V-Series hand tools. The new Craftsman V-Series hand tools, made in Taiwan, priced to wonder if the nostalgia has worn off. Craftsman versus Craftsman tested head to head. Craftsman V-Series, more than just a name, more than just looks. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. Today we're checking out the Craftsman V-Series hand tools, available online and coming to stores near you. Now if we take a look at these tools, they do appear to look and feel like high quality tools. We haven't tested them out yet. They sound decent. I mean, the finish on them, it really is a good looking finish. They do and are marked with the V, which is actually kind of interesting because if you think about what is a Craftsman V-Series, what it was an era. I mean, you can see the V that's actually on that ratchet, which started out, and it was actually one of the manufacturers because Craftsman at the time, and still is a brand, they didn't actually manufacture their tools. Now that they are under STANLEY Black & they've done some really interesting things, really interesting moves, kind of like the Craftsman V-Series, where you're like, is this the right tool for me? It's really, you know, I want to know, is this one any stronger or much different? They're both pretty high quality, but this one is priced quite a bit different. If I can get a decent discount on this, it really isn't that bad of a tool. If you're paying the regular list price, yeah, it actually might be not the best deal. You're going to be paying for the brand name. You're going to be paying for, you know, the tooling that was changed just a little bit because the design on these, it's kind of inspired by some of the other STANLEY Black & Decker lines that we see out there. Looking at the Craftsman V-Series, they're going to have a couple different options for you. They're going to have the full chrome, and that's what you see here. It has nice markings and stampings and a pretty comfortable design. If you think about it, it actually fits decent in the hand, and it has markings everywhere that I would want it. Now, a couple other things to mention are the enclosed head design. So there's no way to open up the internals and check out this ratchet. We'll go see if it's possible to pull this out, but my guess is it's not. So there is absolutely no getting in there, bending, prying. You can't even get a pick inside there to try to loosen it up. And I probably worked at this for darn near 5-10 minutes. Definitely making it closed and keeping you out. So after being unsuccessful getting at the internals, just keep in mind, again, no rebuild kits. Let's go check out the actual versus the theoretical 3.75 degrees of arc swing. We will use a digital angle finder, we'll zero it out, and then we'll tilt to the left until we hear that first click, and that's going to get us our gear slack test, where we can test the theoretical, which is essentially the number of teeth divided by 360 degrees in a circle, so we get that actual by using this measurement here. So we'll wait for it and listen for that click. Now if we go ahead and freeze the frame, we can capture the data, which is our actual arc swing. We can compare it to the theoretical, then we'll go ahead and apply some back force, and then we can capture the new number again, as this is our re-engagement angle. So in the arc swing test, the gunmetal edged out by 0.4 degrees, which is really, really negligible. So theoretical of 3 degrees for an arc swing, an actual of 5.35, and then it came to rest at 3.85 degrees, resulting in a 1.5 degree arc swing for re-engagement. Now, if we look at a confined space here, we count the number of clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. And again, this difference is negligible between these two. And this one, it had a theoretical of 3.75 degrees for arc swing, an actual of 5.65 degrees, came to rest for re-engagement at 3.75, and then that came out to be a difference of 1.9 degrees for re-engagement. Again, that confined space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's consistent. That's where sometimes the gunmetal would be 5 clicks versus 6 clicks, and it's really a toss-up in this one. But we're talking 0.4 degrees of arc swing for difference, but this one, it's old, it's tired. This V-Series from the 1960s. We're talking 60 years old on this tool. Theoretical 10 degrees, actual 21.10, and then it came to rest at 12.35, so the re-engagement was 8.75 degrees, making this old, tired, loose, and smooth. So we're going to see if it has the lightest amount of back drag because it is worn and broken in. Here we have the new Craftsman V-Series ratchet. When it comes to back drag, we can see this comes in roughly right around 10 ounces, 8 to 10 ounces for the brand new Craftsman V-Series ratchet, making it in one of the top 50% heaviest and not smoothest for back drag. Full videos of other ratchets and how they perform up above in the cards as well as down below in the description when it comes to back drag. Here we have the Craftsman gunmetal. Go ahead and test this one out. See if it has the smoothest, lightest amount of back drag. We can see this one comes in roughly between 6 and 8 ounces, making it slightly smoother than the Craftsman V-Series. So here we have the Craftsman V-Series from the 1960s. Testing out the back drag on this one. Shows maybe around 8 ounces. A little high that time, maybe 9. Low that time, probably around 8 to 9 ounces. When it comes to looking at sockets, not just the Craftsman V-Series, just make sure it's the right socket for you. You can see the profile size on here is slightly larger than the Craftsman USA, as well as the Craftsman China. Everything when it comes to looking at the sockets, we'll zoom in close here. You can see the stampings, the markings, they're fairly legible, fairly deep, easy to see and read. It has detents. Double check and make sure that you don't have any duplicate sizes. The internals look nice, the fluting looks fairly decent, and the chrome coverage looks really nice without any flaws. Craftsman V-Series sockets are pretty decent. Last thing again, make sure your socket has all those things, including those detents. Here's a socket that is missing its detents. That did happen to be a Craftsman made socket from Taiwan, not the V-Series. But now I'm going to have to figure out how to warranty exchange that, either the 188 number or a retail stocked provider, meaning that if they don't have this size, I'm out of luck. And depending on Ace Hardware or your Lowe's experience, I'd have to say that the warranty exchange is consistently inconsistent. And it's really annoying that while I don't have to have a proof of purchase, that an ID is needed. And I think Craftsman, STANLEY Black & Decker should figure out a warranty button specifically for Craftsman items with their retail partners and make it as seamless as possible and transparent like it was back in the days at Sears. What can I say? Sears made it easy. Craftsman, I need you to make it easy for us too. What I really want to get to is how strong is the Craftsman V-Series ratchet. So the Craftsman V-Series, how strong is it? Let's find out. Two 280s, high 280s. That's going to be pretty decent. I think that's probably in the top 25% of strongest ratchets. So it looks like we had 288.5 foot-pounds. Internally, it actually feels a lot smoother, and it still sounds like there's gears left. Unfortunately, it's a sealed head. Can't open it up. Let's go ahead and set up and take this thing to failure again. So after the 288.5 foot-pounds, we ended up on a second try with 265 foot-pounds, and the internals on this ratchet are pretty much gone. Pretty smooth sailing internally. Selector switch still works, but internals, it is done. Now we'll jump on over and test out the Craftsman 120 position gunmetal ratchet. We'll take that to failure. $259.5 foot-pounds for the quick release Craftsman gunmetal made in Taiwan ratchet. You can see the socket easily pulls off here, and we do have that anvil shear. So respectable numbers, but not able to overtake the Craftsman V-Series. After testing out the brand new Craftsman V-Series hand tools, I can tell you these are not your father's tools, they're not your grandfather's tools, and they're not Craftsman USA made tools. I can tell you they are high quality tools, and they should exceed, the majority of everything that you do. On this channel, we might break a couple tools for at least testing and science's purposes, but every now and then you will get a bad tool, and hopefully for that, you can take advantage of the lifetime warranty that these tools have, because they should hopefully be available pretty soon to you. Now, I can't say that I've had the best experience. At least I can say I've had inconsistent experiences with trying to warranty Craftsman hand tools at retail stores. Hopefully you've had a better experience. Let me know down below in the comments. What I can tell you is there are other high quality tools out there. In no particular order, we do have some Icon tools from Harbor Freight. We do have some Tekton tools. There's Capri tools. There are lots of different other tools out there. This tool is going to be easy to pick up if you shop at Lowe's or Ace Hardware, so look forward to seeing those very soon in your stores. Really appreciate you all tuning in. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it 2 thumbs down. If you've had a good experience or a bad experience or any experience in general with the Craftsman brand, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And as always, work smarter, not harder, and we'll catch you in the next video. Just a friendly reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.